Hey guys, quick news roundup here from the All Japan Hobby Show. I'll only be covering the GUNPLA stuff from Bandai Spirits. Credits to Dengeki Hobby because I will be using their articles. I will link them in the description if you want to see the images again. I'll do this in order of the article. So good news for you Wing fans. You guys are really eating well with the RG and the entry grade this year. Here is more good stuff with the HG Sandrock Custom Endless Waltz or the Sandrock Kai. This is the Katoki version with those big heat show tells. And looking closer at the prototype, you can see that the details look great. The molding is very sharp. The proportions are very Katoki-esque. The beam show tells are nicely detailed. I do see a seam line there, so that could be an issue. It also comes with the anti-beam coating cloak. I think it's the vinyl type of material, which I'm a bit on the fence of because the MG did it well just being hard plastic, though maybe they're trying some sort of new material, so it might be better. I'll have my hopes up. Looking at the full image though, it does look good. It does look good because compared to older sort of cloaks like what they did with the MG Crossbone where they just use the cloth, they're either too wrinkly or they can barely do anything, so it's usually better for it to be fixed pose. But I think they're trying something here, so let's be a bit optimistic. Hopefully it's good. It's planned to be released next year, June, for 4,180 yen, which is pretty expensive. That's like $30 before any tax, any tariff, or shipping. But remember, this is a wing kit, so it is smaller. Though maybe the price is justified because you get such big heat show tells and the cloak gimmick, which will definitely add more to the price. This is a regular release, unlike the MG, so that's good news. So are you guys getting this? The next prototype we have is the HG GQ Hambrabi. This is probably the GQ mobile suit that I am most hyped for. And looking at the prototype images, it looks amazing. Though to be fair, most prototype images look really good because the primer gray just shows up all the details and all the nice molding. So maybe with the colors it won't look as good, but it's probably gonna look good. I love this redesign of the Hambrabi, as it's different enough from the original to be considered a redesign, but it keeps the essence of the Hambrabi. I'm definitely buying this when it comes out in June next year for 2,860 yen. Not a bad price. Next is another GQ kit, the 01 Gundam. This is releasing, there's no release date yet. It's 2,420 yen. Not that expensive. This is basically a recolor with a different head and like a different weapon from the White Gundam and the Red Gundam. So nothing really special. It is premium Bandai as expected. It's a recolor. The next thing was already announced before. This is the Gustav Karl Type 00 from Hathaway, the new Hathaway movie. This is just new images, I think. It looks great. I think it has new parts. It's just not a simple recolor of the original Gustav Karl. So I'll definitely be getting this when it comes out in February 2026 for 3,850 yen. Very chunky boy. Beautiful. Okay, finally the big announcement. The new MG from Bandai is the Astray. A new Astray from Seed Freedom. Another Astray. I am so excited. Like, I'm gonna preface this saying that it does look good and will probably be a good model kit. That being said, why the fuck is it a new Astray? They just released, well, they are about to release the Mirage frame. I literally just pre-ordered that a few weeks ago. And the original MG isn't that bad or outdated compared to some other MGs that could have used a 2.0 or, you know, an entirely new mobile suit that has never gotten an MG, like the Kasi Gundam, whose movie is just coming out in a couple months. Why did they pick an Astray? They're just milking it. Okay, rant aside, we don't have any info for price or release date, just the prototype. This is based on the one in the Seed Freedom Astray manga, so technically this is our first MG Seed Freedom kit. I would have rather just gotten a MG Rising Freedom or any of the other mobile suits, because at least that would be somewhat new. This is just gonna be a new Astray. They're probably gonna milk the frame. Oh well, but I'm still probably gonna buy it. What are your guys' thoughts? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Let me know in the comments. The next thing we have was already announced before, but this is, I think, the first time we see actual images of the mobile suit or model kit, to be more specific. The full armor double Zeta. Yes, this is different from the Phaz. This is not just a recolor, as the full armor double Zeta in lore is the more developed version of the Phaz. The Phaz is more of a prototype. To be specific, the head is entirely different. The backpack is supposed to be different. There's wing shields and other small differences. This is basically like the enhanced double Zeta Verka, the PBandai one, with the Phaz armor. It's not like the exact thing. I have to see the kit itself, what they use and what they reuse, if they're going to use any new parts when I do get it. And yes, I will be reviewing this because I haven't found a Faz Verka for a decent price because they haven't been reprinting it as often. This is the version I prefer. Which do you guys prefer? Do you guys like the full armor double Zeta, or do you guys like the Phasmar, the Sentinel look? This will be coming out February for 12,540 yen. A bit pricey, but it is huge. This kit is huge. It's one of the more chunky Mobusu designs. All the gimmicks that the original Faz had. Not the most interesting new kit, but definitely a good buy for me at least. The next page is a teaser for a new PBandai kit. It looks like it's probably going to be an IBO kit. Some people are saying it's the 7th form of the Barbatos. That hasn't been revealed yet because maybe it might come out in the Urder Hunt game. So it could be a new form of the Barbatos in the Urder Hunt game. But honestly, it could be any IBO kit. Just the silhouette itself is obviously IBO. I can't think of another kit from another universe that could be this. Though there might be. So what are you guys' guess? Let me know in the comments. No release date yet. The next PBandai thing is the expansion set for the Barbatos Lupus MG that's coming out. You do have the Raincar Buster Sword and the beam effect parts. Not beam effect parts, but you know what I mean. Like the clear effect parts for the eyes. It looks great. It's 2,970 yen. No release date yet, but assuming the release date of the Barbatos Lupus is November, this should be coming out a little bit shortly than that. Nothing else to say. It looks great. This gives me hope that we are gonna get an MG Raincar because might as well, you know, they already have the sword. But you know, Bandai, that could take maybe a decade. The next thing we have here is an expansion set for the Red Gundam. It comes with lots of stuff. You have a shooting effect part, 2 bazookas, a holder for the bits, yeah, and 4 of the funnels or funnel/bits, and some clear effect parts. This is just good news for those who wants to get the full anime look, because the original one only came with 2, if I remember. So at least now you can get the full anime look, but you do have to get it in PBandai. No release date yet, no price yet. So yeah, we then have the Geara Doga with the heavy equipment. I love this version of the Geara Doga. This is probably my favorite version. This is the HG, and it's a side F exclusive, unfortunately. I do hope that they do somehow bring this to PBandai at least. This is coming out in January for 3,850 yen. A bit pricey, but considering that the Geara Doga is a bigger kit and the equipment is also pretty big, pretty fair price. And lastly, nothing really interesting. This is just the After Image version of the HG F91. It doesn't say if it's going to be an exclusive. They just showed the price and release date, June, for, you know, 1,170 yen. The next stuff we have are just basically new images of existing kits. We have the GQ Nu Gundam, the funnels. We have the funnels in action. They do have a opening gimmick, it seems. We have some inner frame detail. Looks amazing, of course, considering the price. That's look amazing. We have more of the weapons, again, looking amazing. This is probably gonna be the best Gunpla ever. Is it gonna justify the price? We'll find out. We have the funnels here, and the funnels have a lot of detail and has these teeth looking parts, which is the first time I've seen it on the funnels. The next thing is the hands, which are pre-molded, but not the entire hand is pre-molded. The fingers are pre-molded separately. It looks interesting. Hopefully it's not too loose, because usually pre-molded fingers, you know, they get broken easily. But since these are pretty big, I don't think it'll have that issue. So again, this will be released in January for 66,000 yen. Just 66,000 yen. Here's some images of it with the LED unit, which looks good, but the LED unit is 15,000 yen. I don't think that's worth it for an LED unit. Okay, for some cheaper stuff, we have the Legend Gundam, the HG Legend Gundam. Finally, a good version of the Legend. Look at it. It's beautiful. Just look at those red details on the Dragoons. I would love to customize this. I'm definitely getting this. This is coming out in January as well for only 3,000 yen, 3,080 yen. You can buy, you know, 22 of these for one GQ Gundam. Let's see which one's more worth it. For more expensive stuff, we have the mechanical clear version of the MGEX Strike Freedom. Usually not a clear guy, but let me be clear, this does look good. I probably won't be getting this because this is also PBandai. So, you know, if you don't get it as pre-order, it's going to be even more expensive. This is already 18,700 yen. It'll be releasing sometime next year. Next thing we have is the MGSD Destiny Gundam. Look, I love MGSDs, but this could have just been a 2.0 Destiny. That being said, it looks great. Probably like gonna be amazing like every other MGSD kit. Still an SD. It does come with the Wings of Light effect parts and all the nice weapons the Destiny usually comes with. What are you guys' thoughts on the MGSD line? Would you rather just have more MGs? This is coming out February for 4,950 yen. Next is the Awakened GQuuuuuux. more images of that. I will be reviewing this. This will be coming out in January for 2,860 yen. Then another recolor. This is the Chalia Rick Dom. I don't see any physical difference besides just the color. Maybe there might be new weapons, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this. This is coming out in February for 3,630 yen. If you like the Dom, you can get this if you want another Dom in your collection. We then have a image of the mega size RX-78 in the colors of the GQuuuuuux version of it when it came from the other side. Or I don't know if this is a new kit. It just says not for sale, so it's just for, I don't know why they placed that. Anyways, we have just more images of existing kits that are coming out soon. I'll just go on these quick. This is the MG Barbatos Lupus, looking great, coming out next month. There it is. Then 7,150 yen, November next month. Then we have the Zagan, looking amazing as well. Man, IBO fans are really eating well now. 3,800 yen, December. And then we have the Monkey Rodi, 1,870 yen next month. Figurized Tifa, I think super interesting. Clear double X HG in May, 2,530 yen. Then a special coating version of the Epyon for 11,000 yen, kind of expensive in March. I think this is Gundam base exclusive. Yeah, this is base. I think this is Gundam base exclusive. This one is for sure Gundam base exclusive, but look how long that name is. It's the revival version of the RX-78 in Gundam base colors for 1,650 yen, coming out in May. Then lastly, a teaser for the Luminous Resin unicorn. I'm pretty sure this is just UV reactive plastic, because based on the images, that's definitely looking like UV lights. So they're just slapping on UV reactive plastic on a unicorn. But maybe it's a test bed so that they can use it for future kits. And that's really it for all the Gunpla news from the All Japan Model Show. What are you guys gonna buy? Did Bandai cook here? And as always, thank you for your time. Bye.